Oh, well, that's really easy. Just wait. Hey guys, ZaiZoe here. Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe, like, and share button. And that's right, we're going into some wars. Oh my goodness, Minimax doing a war. It's been so long since we've done a war. I don't even know how long. Minimax, we used to do a lot of wars there. However, then things started to change. The matchmaking system started to change. We kind of cooled off of wars for a while. Then we went back at it again, but things just weren't quite right. So before we completely destroyed the log, which you'll see the log in the end, and I'm not very happy with it. Some of you might be like, you've got to be kidding me, ZaiZoe. It is a great log. How are you not happy with that? I'm not happy with it. We went 67-0-0 in this clan before we had our first loss, and a foolish first loss, which plays into part of this video. As a leader, pay attention to what's going on in war. There are certain times in certain scenarios where people must listen to you. You must pay attention to who has hits left, what bases are left, not only on your side, but also on the enemy's side. Right now, this war is sitting at a 89 stars to 87 stars. We have number 3 sitting at 99% 3-star. This is my last attack. Is this my last attack? This is my last attack. And it should have been easy. I wasn't too worried about it. But at the same time, I didn't want to mess up and go and take number 3. Number 3 sitting at a 99% 2-star. The enemies are sitting at 89 stars with a 93% 2 stars on our number 1. That means the 99% will win if we can 3-star number 1. Now, if we screw up and we take number 3 and 3-star it and we don't manage to pull off the 93+% needed on number 1, we are going to be in some trouble. So this is where it really matters. We had base 5 still left, we had base 3 left, base 1 left. We also had bases 20, 23, and 29 left. My boy Dank Buds took out a few bases, also grabbing some of them lower bases. And there's the other thing. If you have to take lower bases and you're a higher base, always try and take the higher lowest bases. You know, if there's 20, 23, and 29 left, take number 20 and 23. Leave 29. Leave the easiest base possible. As a leader, also, I mean, I strongly recommend sitting back on your attacks. Early on, though, you need all attacks to get out there. You need all the low hitters to do their job within the first 12 hours. They have to hit everything they can and use both attacks. That will then let the top players know exactly where and who they need to hit, using less attacks. Whereas if everybody just went in blindly, maybe number 5 takes number 6 and fails, or maybe number 5 sees that he doesn't need to take number 6 because somebody else is going to be able to do it. He'll go somewhere else because the lower bases are taken, or his attacks won't have to be used to be cleanup. He'll be able to come up top, possibly help you scout, or just take the base as well. Also, you gotta have some tough defense. As you can see here, this is the best defense base possible. A lot of people come into Minimaxes going real hard, thinking this is easy. I'm just going to walk through this base. Next thing they know, distractions, traps, CC troops, heroes are bringing them around. So don't forget to make sure that not only is your base the best you can possibly make it, but everybody else's bases are also the best that they can possibly make it. Check everyone's base. Make sure everyone is war ready and that they're all going to be there. And I mean, really important, as I said in the first, you got to pay attention to what's going on. You have to see who has hits left, what bases they are, what bases are left to be hit, who on the enemy side is hit, who's left to hit, who they're going to be able to hit. Are they possibly going to be able to produce more stars than what's already up? Should you guys hit this base or that base? I mean, it really does matter. You really got to pay attention. I can't express enough that you have to pay attention what's going on in war. And here's another fine example where that OP defense is going to come through in the end. And taking out that air defense, you would now think with those loons should be an easy walkthrough on this base. But those loons are starting to drop in numbers, getting a little bit of help from that wizard with the splash damage. Not going to be enough, however. And I actually thought, oh, must have been a disconnection. For surely going to 3-star this base. But with no troops left to take out those skeleton traps that are set to air right now, that is going to knock down loon after loon after loon, making it even harder for them to clear up. And I couldn't believe it. I had a couple defense wins this war. It's been a while, I think, since I've had some defense wins. I remember back in our early days, man, were there some bad attackers. But don't kid yourself thinking that just because I'm putting in an easy base like this means we get an easy war. As I will show you in the end, a lot of our wars come down to 1-star or ties, or, you know, the 1-star loss, the 1-star win. I mean, it really, really is tight. Throwing in mini-max bases, all mini-max bases, isn't going to do it for you. And as you can see at the end of this, I did manage to come through, as you seen in the first attack. I did manage to get that 3-star on the number 1 base. That brought us up to a even score, 89 stars to 89 stars, and we were winning by percentage. So we really didn't need to attack number 3, but Guts still having an attack left. And I figured I better go first. I would open the base up, but I ended up taking it down. So now Guts is going to be able to jump down, hopefully to that number 3 spot. Clear that base for the 3 stars, and we will have a perfect war. Already knowing, of course, that our enemies can no longer attack our highest base. They don't have enough power to do so. That is why watching what's going on, very important. And defense troops. Make sure you put in some mean defense troops. Also, I mean, in your CC troops, go all in. I didn't have anybody, and I do not use the battle machine for my attacks, but I made sure that in this important scenario, this really matters. This is a war attack. I'm going to get everything I can, and I use that battle ram. I actually think that battle ram helped me out enough that I was able to clinch that win. I don't know where that one loon at the bottom is going. Ah, there was a Tesla there. Couldn't quite see that Tesla, and now we're going to have to make a decision. We're going to use the rage to the top or to the bottom. Definitely on the bottom. Should be able to get those loons in there, clear them out, get both of them air defense gone, and then now all we have to worry about, those 2 top wizard towers with that splash damage, easily going to start knocking down those loons' health. And I'm a little concerned. Enough loons drop down. We are so tight. This isn't even funny. I'm going to need perfect timing with these wardens, or with the warden and its lava pups. Hopefully the warden won't be too slow. Get his ass moving up there and trigger now just as they engage, not taking any damage and just giving enough to take down that wizard tower. Going to grab that 3-star. This was actually my first attack, and that is another tip for you. Here was my scenario. I could have attacked 5, 4, or 1. So the first base you attack is number 4. Do not attack the easiest base, because you may make a mistake and go up 1 too high and not be able to finish your job on the second attack. And do not go too hard on the first attack. Do not take number 1, failing, giving yourself the option of taking number 3, which you might fail on as well, and then you won't have an attack left. If you take number 3 first, then you know. If you fail to 3-star number 3, do not go for the harder bases. Leave them alone, slip down, go to 5, take your 3-star, be done with it. Because if you did it the other way and you attack number 1 first and you failed, and then you attack number 3 and you failed, you're screwed and you wasted both your attacks. Whereas if you do it the other way around and you hit that middle base first, it allows you to know where you stand, to know whether or not you should be going to even attempt number 1 or slipping down to number 5. If you fail on number 3, no big loss on the first attack. You failed. You now know to go down to number 5, making it a lot, making your chances increased quite a bit, actually, at getting the 3-star by going down instead of up. There's a lot of play to it. You just got to pay attention to what's going on. Now, some people, we have low heroes on most of our accounts. I don't think anybody's rocking max heroes in here. However, some people seem to think that when their heroes are down, they can't war. That is far from the truth. If your heroes are down and you think you can't attack in war, just remember, nobody says you have to attack your mirror. You attack for 3 stars. You don't attack your mirror, and you don't get overconfidence. You attack what you think you can 3-star. If you think you can 3-star, I don't know what's going on with my speech today. If you think you can 3-star number 3 and number 4, as I said, don't go for number 3 first. Go for number 4 first. You fail on number 3 and you fail on number 4, if you do it in that order, you're screwed. But if you fail on number 4 first, that lets you know, don't slip up to number 3, go the opposite direction. And no wall, using some drags here. It's been a while. Look at that level 6 drag. It's been a while since I've seen an all dragon attack holding up quite a bit at that inside ring wall, trying to knock down those heroes and trying to also knock down that CC troops. Getting in there, managing to get that bottom air defense, and now it's going to be tight. There really isn't a lot of power left. Already used that Warden's ability. Already used that Queen's ability. So, sitting a little nervous right now. We need this bottom dragon to the right to be able to get up and get that air defense. If it can't get that air defense, it will break this attack. That air defense will have just too much air defense. I keep calling it an air defense, archer tower. That archer tower will just have too much room. It'll be able to knock off those couple top dragons. Might even get down in there, but to get that warden. However, slipping closer and closer and taking out that last builder hall. It's going to slip up in there. Should just get that archer tower out of the way. A little bit of splash damage coming from the top on those dragons, but they are beefy. They are going to hold their own. Warden and Queen going to come around in the backside there easily now, going for the 3 stars. And nice job. Norwal's first attack, by the way, was the 99% 2-star sitting on number 3. And that's how it is sitting right now at the win. We are sitting 89-89. Here's everyone that participated, all their 3-star attacks. I can't show everybody's raids, but shout out to everybody. There's DB and Heist doing their thing. Everybody helping out in this one. And we are sitting, like I said, right now with the guaranteed win. Enemies sitting on the other side knowing they can't do nothing to get out of this situation. And we really should just be popping out that one last star. Gut's going to go for that number 3 base, try and clear that out. Just for the pride factor, we're laying down that perfect war. It'd be nice to see. As you can see right there, just ahead in percentage, a 0.20% ahead, not a whole lot. And as you can see, I mean, our Warlog not looking too sexy right there. I'm pretty choked about that. I mean, it is a good win-to-loss ratio. Perfect the war. Way to go. And that's it for me in this video. I'll see all of you in the next video. I'm out of here. Peace.